Is it fiber time? Grab a soda, an energy bar, or a bag of chips, and the packaging states that it contains 5, 8, or even 10 grams of fiber. It sounds very healthy, but the fiber in a soda didn't end up there in the same way as, for example, in an apple or a plate of beans. Yes, it is true. Some of these products can really help you get more fiber. Others simply use fiber to make processed food look healthier than it actually is. Besides, if you increase your fiber intake too quickly, all those healthy intentions might well be accompanied by bloating, cramps, and a very uncomfortable afternoon. It is not for no reason that fiber is popping up everywhere. Why do companies add fiber? How can you tell if a fiber product is truly beneficial or if it is just marketing? The problem starts with ourselves. Most people are unaware that they are not eating enough fiber. You find fiber mainly in plant-based foods. Think of fruits, vegetables, beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Fiber performs many tasks in our body, from adding bulk to the stool and binding water, to slowing digestion, influencing blood sugar and cholesterol levels, and feeding the bacteria in the large intestine.
It is recommended that adults consume approximately 25 to 38 grams per day. That is where the problem lies, because many adults fall short of that. Naturally, food companies know this and are given a huge opportunity as a result. In an ideal world, companies would convince people to cook more lentils, eat vegetables, or switch to whole grains, but that would not give them the chance to use it to the company's advantage. It is much simpler and much more to their advantage to replace, for example, the snack you already enjoy with fiber. That is certainly a reason why fiber is popping up in everything and everywhere. Now, a question I always have is, for example, how do they add fiber to a soft drink? An apple has fiber in the peel, the flesh, and in the cell structure. A clear, plain drink does not. To add fiber to soft drinks, yogurt, snack bars, or tortillas, to name just a few, manufacturers often use isolated fibers, fibers that dissolve or mix with the product. If you look at the ingredient list, you might find names such as inulin, chicory-root fiber, soluble corn fiber, resistant dextrin, polydextrose, or fructooligosaccharides. And no, you are not ignorant if you do not know many of these additives or have never heard of them. In general, they dissolve easily in liquid, contribute to a chewable texture, add sweetness, and some are quickly fermented by bacteria in the digestive system.
For manufacturers, this is very useful. It can improve texture, replace sugars, bind ingredients, and can yield an attractive nutritional claim. Therefore, fibers are added not only because the consumer asks for them, but also because they are useful to food companies. The rise of prebiotic foods and drinks. This is where two words often get mixed up: fiber and prebiotic. Fiber is a broad category of carbohydrates that the body does not completely digest. A prebiotic is a substance that certain microorganisms can use in a way that may provide a health benefit. Some fibers are prebiotic, but not every fiber is automatically prebiotic, and the word prebiotic does not automatically make an entire product healthy. Ingredients such as inulin and certain oligosaccharides are often added to products because bacteria in the gut can ferment them. That gives brands a powerful marketing message. This product feeds your good gut bacteria. And that message has helped create an entire category of prebiotic sodas, gummies, bars, powders, and cereals. But there is an important difference between eating one isolated fiber and eating a naturally high fiber food. Beans, berries, oats, nuts, and vegetables provide more than fiber. They also contain vitamins, minerals, water, protein, and many different plant compounds. A fiber-added soda may contribute to your daily total. It does not become a vegetable. Drinks are an ideal way to sell fiber. People already buy soda, flavored water, energy drinks, and canned refreshments. A fiber drink does not require them to build a new habit. It also gives companies a simple number to advertise: 5 grams of fiber, 8 grams of fiber. That is easy to understand and easy to compare. Some prebiotic sodas also contain less sugar than traditional soft drinks, so they can feel like a practical middle ground between regular soda and plain water. But products in this category vary enormously. One drink may contain a meaningful amount of fiber. Another may contain very little while covering the can with words such as gut-friendly and prebiotic. That is why the front of the package is not enough. You need to turn it around. The 3 things to check. When fiber appears in an unexpected product, check 3 things. First, the amount. Look at the grams of dietary fiber per serving. 1 gram is not very impressive, even if the packaging is covered in leaves and digestive health claims. 5 grams or more can make a more meaningful contribution, but you still need to check the serving size. The number on the front may apply to more food than you actually eat. Look at the ingredient list. The fiber may come from whole foods such as oats, seeds, nuts, fruit, or beans. Or it may come from an added ingredient, such as chicory-root fiber, inulin, soluble corn fiber, or resistant dextrin. It simply tells you that the fiber was placed into the product during manufacturing. That helps explain why 2 foods with the same number of fiber grams may have very different nutritional value. A fiber claim does not cancel out sugar, sodium, calories, or saturated fat. A cookie with added fiber is still a cookie. A sugary cereal does not become identical to oatmeal because a manufacturer added a few grams of inulin. The useful question is not, does this contain fiber? The useful question is this a better choice than the product I would otherwise eat or drink? A lower sugar soda with added fiber may be an improvement over a full sugar soda, but replacing fruit, vegetables, beans, or whole grains with that drink would be a downgrade. There is one problem the packaging often does not emphasize. Some added fibers are fermented quickly by gut bacteria. That fermentation can produce gas. If you suddenly eat a fiber bar, drink a prebiotic soda, take fiber gummies, and choose a high-fiber wrap all in the same day, your digestive system may not appreciate your enthusiasm. Bloating, cramping, gas, and changes in bowel habits are common when intake rises too quickly. Inulin and chicory-root fiber can be especially noticeable for some people, although everyone responds differently. It often means you added too much, too quickly, or selected an ingredient your body does not tolerate well. That does not mean fiber is harmful. The practical approach is simple. Increase fiber gradually, drink enough fluids, and pay attention to how your body reacts. So, is added fiber worth it? Added fiber is not fake. It can have real benefits, and fortified products can make it easier to increase your intake. A higher fiber tortilla may be an easy improvement over a regular tortilla. A lower sugar drink with several grams of fiber may be a better option than ordinary soda. But added fiber should be treated as a useful extra, not a replacement for a varied diet. Whole foods still offer the most complete package. So when fiber appears in a soda, snack, cereal, gummy, or dessert, remember 4 steps. Check the number of grams, find the fiber source, examine the rest of the nutrition label, and ask what the product is replacing. Fiber is showing up everywhere because people need more of it. Manufacturers can add it easily, and the word now helps sell products. Sometimes that creates a genuinely better choice. Other times, it creates an ordinary processed food wearing a health halo. And the difference is rarely visible on the front of the package. It is usually hiding on the back.